the people that we hire have the right mix of great technical capability and competence and knowledge, but from a personality standpoint, everybody here is someone you're happy to bring to a meeting to talk with people. It's not somebody who's stuck in a back room, who's an expert at what they do, but can't hold a conversation with somebody.
I think two things that really set us apart. One, I think the generation before us that were leading the firm have really put in a culture and base for us to grow off of. And, you know, we really feed off the position they put us in. I think that's number one. And they really instilled in us the values to go find good people with a good rapport with clients. And number two, I think, you know, all of our attorneys, I like to think, are very, very approachable. You know, you're not coming into a stuffy conference room with, like, you know, 45 attorneys working on your one matter, and it's super intimidating. I like to think when you come meet with us, it's just like a friendly conversation about what's going on with your family, what's going on with your business, and, you know, how can we help you? How can we make your life easier? How can we make, you know, give you some sort of peace of mind with respect to your business or your family? And I think, you know, more than anything, lawyers, there's a lot of great lawyers, but it's really the personalities, I think, that set people apart, and the ability to give the clients kind of that comfort coming to you as kind of your trusted advisor. And I think that is really what separates us apart, is the personalities here.
I would agree with everything you said. I think the people that we hire have the right mix of great technical capability and competence and knowledge, but from a personality standpoint, everybody here is someone you're happy to bring to a meeting to talk with people. It's not somebody who's stuck in a back room, who's an expert at what they do, but can't hold a conversation with somebody. And like you said, the founders of the firm and the founder generation of the firm built a great place that tries to, I wouldn't say we practice law differently, but we certainly, our culture is different than other law firms. It's you have a lot of freedom, I think, to explore the topics and areas of interest that you want, that your clients need. I mean, you kind of can, there's so much, and I think that's attractive, and that's why we're able to attract great talent and people. We're not a mill, or, you know, we hear those terms used at some places where they just burn up young talent. I think we try to bring people in and let them find their place and grow how they want to grow.
I think the other thing they did instill in us too was, whether you have $1 billion or you have $1 million or you have $100,000, everybody is a really important client to us, and we treat everybody exactly the same. And it doesn't, that part doesn't come into it at all. You're gonna pray. Everybody's at the same, gets the same attention, gets the same level of expertise and work, no matter where you are. And there's no prioritization on that kind of thing. And everybody's, you know, the goal here, we always use the word family when we talk about anything, because we're, you know, a lot of our clients are just families that we represent. We represent a ton of family businesses, and we too here behave a lot like family. You know, we do a lot of things. We go to a lot of everybody's family events and things like that, and everybody's really, and, you know, we try to treat everything like one big family, clients included. And I think that came from the generations before us, and I think it's really done nicely, flowed down to all of us.
I'd agree with that. I mean, yeah, we spend a lot of time together in addition to the work we do. I mean, doing fun things. So yeah,
we enjoy it. It's not a chore.
No, come if you want, but we're all there anyway.
We're all there anyway. Yesterday, I got a 2.5-minute voicemail from a client who has been passed down from an attorney that left, passed to another attorney, and then had to use a different attorney for a different matter. So she's kind of been passed around this firm and has been touched in all different areas in some way. And she called to tell me not only were the attorneys great and the transition was smooth and seamless, but she called to tell us that our controller, who handles billing and all that stuff, goes above and beyond to make sure all her questions are answered and she feels comfortable and all things like that. A 2.5-minute voicemail just about our controller, not even one of the attorneys. But I think, it just, that kind of phone call gives me such pleasure to know that, and it's confirmation that all of our people are really putting forth the values that we think that this firm has always been based on since, we're almost at 46 years in business. And, it just kind of reinforces the fact that everybody here, from the managing partner and the equity partners all the way down to the staff and administration, all treat our clients the exact same way. And it's a great feeling to know that that's kind of flowing down to everybody in every little department here.